Riley Goodnow in his first ever pole start with the greatest show on dirt brings him to the green flag. He'll go side by side with Brian Brown into turn one.
Advantage Brown as they start to exit turn number two, but Goodnow, great drive down the bottom side. They're still wheel to wheel for the race lead as we come through three and off of turn number four.
Riley Goodnow down low. He'll lead the opening lap at the Huset Speedway. Brian Brown trying to drive around him on the outside. Goodnow strong on the bottom. Couple of Knoxville regulars side by side for the lead in Huset.
Goodnow with the advantage as they exit turn number four. He'll lead the opening 2 laps here. Brian Brown continues to work the top side. Goodnow slipped up the racetrack just a little bit. Now pulls away down the back straightaway, hustling into 3.
Bottom lane still fairly dominant.
Trouble, turn 4, car going upside down. It's Parker Price Miller in the 11P.
Riley Goodnow waits, accelerates, green flag displayed to the field. Brian Brown to the outside in turn 1. Riley Goodnow down low. Goodnow maintains the race lead. Buddy Kofoid bouncing up the track in turns 1 and 2, gathers it back in. Brian Brown keeping pace with the race leader. Now Rico Abreu all over the 49 of Brad Sweet, racing for the 3rd spot. Abreu drives around him on the outside out of turn 2.
Abreu the first one to make the top line work, and now he'll come after Brian Brown as they exit turn number 4. Sweet changes lines. He's got a run coming back after Rico. They break bumpers at the midpoint of the front straightaway.
Rico Abreu got by Brad Sweet on the top, then went to the bottom to try to take second from Brian Brown. Now Abreu back on the cushion, Brad Sweet back on the bottom, and Riley Goodnow opening things up in front of the field.
Sweet changes lines. He's got a run coming back after Rico. They break bumpers at the midpoint of the front straightaway. Brown changes lines and blocks Rico's advance.
Brad Sweet now to the inside of Abreu, looking for the 3rd spot. Oh, they get together. Brad Sweet is upside down. Rico Abreu and Brad Sweet get together racing for 3rd, and the result is the Napa number 49 upside down for the 2nd night in a row.
Brad Sweet is quickly climbing out of that Napa Auto Parts car number 49, and he is walking over to have a chat with Rico Abreu.
Riley Goodnow out front, Brian Brown in 2nd, Carson Macedo now 3rd, David Gravel in 4th, and Spencer Baston in 5th. We are back underway at the Huset Speedway.
Another good start for Goodnow. He'll lead him, dives to the bottom here in 1, but Brian Brown trying to build that run on the outside of 2, and he's got to run side by side for the race lead. Brown on top, Goodnow on the bottom.
Riley Goodnow got a little bit loose between 3 and 4, and Brian Brown capitalizes. Blackjack leads lap number 9.
Goodnow holds on to it as they go by the flag stand.
Macedo dives down to the low side in 1 and 2. Goodnow is good on the cushion, but Macedo's got the spot at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Carson Macedo to 2nd, and now David Gravel working down the trouble in turn 2.
Restart coming with 25 to go, back to green at Huset's.
Brian Brown on the throttle, leads the field down the front stretch. Riley Goodnow dives to the inside in turn 1. Carson Macedo on the cushion, looking to steal 2nd from Goodnow as they enter corner number 3. Look at Sheldon Hodenshield continue his charge. He is up to 9th and trying to take the 8th spot as they cross the start-finish line. He's got it now 7th. Sheldon Hodenshield 25th to 7th in 12 laps.
Meantime, Brian Brown, he has grown his lead to 1.7 seconds over the 22 of Riley Goodnow. Change in the 3rd spot. Here comes David Gravel. He gave the 41 of Macedo a slider. Macedo giving one back here in turn 4.
Gravel and Macedo go at it. Meanwhile, Sheldon Hodenshield passes the 1S of Logan Schuhart. Sheldon up to 6th from 25th. He's not done there. He's got a run on Spencer Baston down the back straightaway.
But Sheldon is closing in on Macedo, or make that Baston. Baston throws the slider on David Gravel. Gravel trying to come back to his inside, and here comes Hodenshield.
Sheldon Hodenshield down to the inside, now drifts back to the cushion in turns 3 and 4. Brian Brown now Macedo to the inside of Goodnow. Slide job there. Goodnow crosses back underneath him, maintains 2nd, and keeps pace with Brian Brown. And now David Gravel catching back up with Carson Macedo.
Spencer Baston to the inside of Macedo. Here comes the 2 of Gravel back to the inside of Baston. Looking for a 2 for 1. He's got 1 position. Here comes Baston back to the inside. Schuhart has gotten by the 17 of Hodenshield as Brock Zierfoss just slapped the backstretch wall.
It is getting interesting in traffic for the top 6 in this one. 22 laps complete. Brian Brown with Riley Goodnow keeping pace. Now Gravel a peek to the outside, thought better of it. He'll time to the inside of Spencer Baston in 3 and 4.
Slide job, can't quite get there. Baston holds on to the 4th spot. Gravel in 5th. Top 5 are all together, make that 7. The top 8 cars are all together going down the back straightaway.
9 laps to go for a $20,000 top prize. Goodnow a peek to the inside. That might have been a mistake. Carson Macedo around him on the outside out of turn 2.
Macedo now looks at the tail tank of the Casey's FVP car number 21 of Brian Brown, chasing after him with 8 circuits to go for $20,000. Spencer Baston and David Gravel continue to duke it out for the 4th spot. Gravel to the inside, back slider in turn number 4. 4. The Billion Automotive number 2 claims the 4th spot. Here comes Baston back after him. They exit turn number 4 and 3 laps to go. Top 2 together. Here comes Macedo to the inside. Slide job for the lead. Carson Macedo's got it. Brown back to his inside. Can't quite get there. Now Brown dives to the bottom here in 3. Racing for the lead off of 4.
Carson Macedo fends off the slider. Macedo leads lap number 33. Carson Macedo now pulling away from Brian Brown. Spencer Baston trying to find a way by Riley Goodnow for a podium spot.
They'll come through turn number 4. White flag displayed. 1 lap to go for $20,000. Carson Macedo leads here on the final circuit.
Macedo rides the cushion out of turn 2, down the back straightaway for the final time and into turn number 3.
$20,000 tonight on night number 2 of the Huset's High Bank Nationals goes to Carson Macedo.
And I get the feeling this is going to be an emotional victory lane for Carson Macedo.
Yeah, it's. I think I had a co-pilot there 4 years ago today. We lost, Jason Johnson, and it's pretty incredible to win on that day. He was a pretty incredible human being to start this incredible race team with such good people. Him and Bobby and Jax and Deborah and Craig and his mom and dad, and say it's quite a deal. So the fact that now, Philip Dietz and Brooke Dietz are carrying on that legacy and putting together a first-class operation here on the World of Outlaw Tour with incredible sponsors like we have is pretty special. So very happy with my race team. I didn't know if I was, in the early stages of the race, I didn't know if I was good enough to get up there and challenge for the lead. And then, some things kind of went my way. And when Brownie chose the top on that restart, I thought I was in trouble, and then we were able to get through 1 and 2 into third and able to get by the 22 car. And then once I got behind Brown, I actually started hustling extremely hard, driving probably past what was comfortable, and actually started going slower, just getting tighter and getting up into it and kind of getting messed up. And I was able to kind of calm back down there and get back to his bumper and throw a big slider and get by him. So I know it was a big flyer, but we're battling for the win here. And Todd Quiring's putting up amazing prize money this weekend at Huset. So you get the scoreboard so big, so you can peek up there to your right as you're going down the backstretch and kind of check how many laps there was to go. And I knew I was getting pressured for laps, but that one time I tried to throw a slider on the 22, and then I had Basin to my inside, gravel to my inside, and I knew they were all over the back of my bumper. So I knew the next one I threw had to clear, and luckily it did. And then I was able to kind of protect and get back to the top and get back to Brownie's bumper there. So same thing with him. I knew I had to clear. I knew that they would probably be all over me, and just had to execute those sliders. Even when we got to traffic, I was nervous to pull anything and lose momentum. So.
For live coverage of every World of Outlaws event and for extended on-demand race content, visit dirtvision.com. For full race results, features, and series news, visit worldofoutlaws.com.